So it sets looped in the random slots. So right now I have medium. Okay, good. I have medium and low set with items. I'm probably missing a couple items from the game, but for the most part, I have what I want in here. So boom, right? So pretty much I set weights now. So instead of everything having the same amount of weight, now we have weight. So I don't have to have copies of stuff anymore because that was so dumb. But yeah, so here's everything that can be in low tier. So as you can see, like a can of Pepsi, the weight is 30, whereas a compass it's only 5. That's the weight right here. So here's the medium. Here's all the weights. So lapis or canned beans is pretty high weight, just so you can get a lot of it, you know. Let's see how long it takes for me to get a can of beans. Shouldn't take too long. Oh wow. See, canned beans. Woohoo! But yeah, so now I'll show the code. So this set items is run every time you open a chest. So you right click the block and then this runs. So it says it checks if if it has the location of that chest. So when you see those particles above it, that's when you know the chest is part of the list. So if it contains that block location, then it'll set that chest based on the zone. So pretty much this if statement sets the one chest, and if that returns true, it'll also set if it's a double chest, because this returns a boolean. If it's a double chest, it'll return true, and so we'll get the other block and then set the chest. So is double chest right here basically checks each block around it and it's like, oh, is that a chest? And then it'll fill it. So yeah. So here's the meat and potatoes right here. The set chest method. So it takes a block and it takes a zone. And so right here we initialize some stuff. We get config item, which pretty much is just taking all this data that's in string format. I'm messing stuff up by doing that. Okay. And then it turns it into item stack. So right here, for instance, item stack to string with lore. That turns an item stack into a string. And then we have one string to item stack. This takes the string itself, parses it all out, and returns an item. So then this gets every item within that zone that we specify in here. So it'll get all these medium. So this is medium. See how these are all highlighted? It'll get all those as a list. So that's what this does. And then this location is just the location of the chest. And this is the chest object itself. And right here is just simply clearing the inventory of the chest before we put stuff in it. And then this next part, this array list is used to check which slots have already been filled up. So the reason for this is because it's a random number between 0 and 27, because that's how big a chest is. It's 27 slots. So there's a 1 in 27 chance that it'll have the same slot. So if the item has the same slot, it'll just replace that item. And so we don't want that. So we're going to save every slot that's used so that once we're in here, we can do the do while and while the used slots contains the random number, we're going to find another random number. So that's what this does. And then this adds it to it. And then right here, we're getting the random number based on the total weight. So it'll count. Where did I have that? Yeah, total weight. Total weight counts up, it goes 20 plus 50 plus 20, and then it'll add up all of these together, and that will be the total weight. And then right here, in this for loop, 2 means there's only going to be 2 items per chest. Right here I have a comment because I wanted to make like a booster, because right now I have a booster for double gems for the players, but I could also have a booster where you could double the amount of items in the chest. So I'll change that to 5 I'll run it after I demonstrate, or I'll run it after I explain this stuff. So this gets a random number between 0 and the weight, or however much the weight is right here. And then this variable, current weight, is a accumulator, so it initializes a running total of the weight. And then I already explained this part. It makes sure that you can't have 2 items in the same place. So then we loop through the items. So items.size, we loop through all of them, and we plus the current weight with the weight of the item. So this config item.getWeight, it gets the weight based on the item string. So we're getting that. And then if that random number is less than the current weight, then we'll set it. Then this is where we set the item. So we set it to the random slot, and we use the config item variable to get this string, and set it to an item. So this gets the string, and this sets it to the item. And then we remove that location, because if we didn't get rid of the location, then every time we open the chest, it'll populate more items and more items and more items. So we don't want that, because for obvious reasons. And then break, it'll stop like that. And then right here is the Boolean part of this whole thing. So we'll get the other block. If the other block doesn't exist, wait. If it's not null, right? If it exists, set to true. If it doesn't exist, set to false. So I'm gonna export this, because now we set this to 5. So now once I do reload confirm on this, then it's gonna each one will have 5 items. Okay, now we're in here. Boom, 5 items. See that? And well, 10 items now because of the chest. So boom, it works. Looking very good, very nice. Did I get this one yet? No. So as you can see, I open it over and over, and it doesn't change it. But if you see, if I comment this out, export it, reload. Alright, so now we're back, and as you can see, this is commented out, doesn't remove it. So now, oh, Elden Ring downloaded. Okay, essentially, we get infinite items. So we open this, oh yay, items! Then you can open it again. Oh yay, items! And then it's just running it every single time. Boom, 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 boom. You know. So that's why. Yeah. One line of code. That's all that. Pretty cool.